Well, welcome back everybody, I'm Absurdum. We're going to play some more Stoneshard today, and I'm excited because we're going to do a new series, and it was voted on what we're going to do, and overwhelmingly, we got permadeath. So I'm kind of excited for that. So that's why I started here, just to kind of show off the permadeath that we're going to be doing. It is indeed permadeath. I can prove it in other ways if need be, but just in case anyone is wondering, there we have it. This is great dialogue, but I'm going to skip past it because we've done it many times before.
So here I am. The caravan is gone.
My leg is crippled. Okay, so this leaves us with a couple of options, and I kind of did actually plan out a little bit of a build for this. I will post it in the description of the video, and I will throw it up here in a second once I pick my character, just so we can see what it is we're looking at. It's loose. It is not necessarily what I'm going to be doing. Just keep in mind it might change, but that's the idea I have. Now, unfortunately, for two-handed swords, you only have two options. You have Arna, who I've got mixed feelings about because I don't like her new Vow of the Feet, but it did get buffed, so maybe it's better. I haven't really tried it personally, so I can't talk too negatively about it, since I haven't actually tried it, right? You don't hate it until you try it. Or you can pick a different character and go out of your way and get the skill for the two-handed swords and be real cheeky about it. I just don't feel like really doing that. So we'll give her a fair shake. We'll try Vow of the Feet. We'll do all that. And maybe it'll be great. I'll really love it. She's the only character that starts with two-handed swords. I'm looking at you, character creator, which hopefully is coming out soon. But she also has armored combat and warfare. She does not have athletics, but we can get that with time. That's okay.
Is that so? So
let's get our map here and see just what we have. Pretty far up there, and on the other side of the river. That's the two things I really don't like to see, but it's not the end of the world by any means. So interesting. Maybe we can come out here and find a nice cave too. That could be really interesting, or dangerous, which is permadeath. So a lot of people right off the bat were like, you know what, I want to do permadeath because permadeath is, you know, if it's not permadeath, I could be playing that. And I think that's a fair point. And people are like, I don't want to see permadeath. I want to see you take risks and not just slowly grind, which I think is also a fair point. However, I feel pretty comfortable, not cocky, not overconfident, but comfortable with the fact that we can push it a little bit without putting ourselves in super dangerous situations. Rule number one, let's not go out there and fight any beasts that might charge us, if you've seen any of my other ones. So, talking about build real quick, right off the bat, I want to pick two things. Two-handed swords. I've looked at this really loosely. Now, two-handed swords really kind of builds off of perception, a little bit of strength, and mostly agility, if you look up the actual formulas. So that's what we're going to be focusing on stat-wise. Oops, there we are. Is probably maxing out agility, or at least getting really high, and then putting a lot of points in perception. Like I said, this is a loose idea, so things might change depending on how things are going. Wouldn't be a bad idea to put some into vitality, but if we end up getting gear that I really like that gives us vitality, maybe it won't matter. But I want to go light armor, I want to go high dodge, and since these skills build off of agility anyways, it just makes the most sense to me to do that. So, which one do I run off the bat? Probably Hewing Strike. Two-handed sword counters replenish energy. Okay, that's going to be really great, but not for a while. And then we have parry. Parry activates, it's a maneuver and a stance. Okay, perfect. It's a maneuver, increases block chance, increases counter by 20%. Fully replenishes block power. Okay, pretty cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and get Hewing Strike. And then I think I'll save this for the next one. And for now, let's go into warfare. I want Seize the Initiative. If you've watched me play melee builds before, I love Seize the Initiative. I think it's great. But we're going to max out the two-handed sword tree. That I think is very obvious. It's the point of the build, is to get that achievement. We're also going to go down to warfare and get down to tactical advantage. And probably just leave it at that, as long with getting Seize the Initiative. Athletics will get pretty far with it, to be perfectly honest. I'll be putting a lot of things in athletics. I think it's important if you're going to be doing a light armor build. Armored combat, we're going to get self-repair and probably hard target. Like I said, this is up to change. And survival, we're going to get a couple things in here. I was told that will to survive will get rid of things like aftermaths from drugs and things like that, so maybe we'll give that a shot. I also might go down to Arcanists, just spoiler alert, and pick up Dimensional Shift, because why not? Could be a lot of fun. Just a little cheeky little thing on the side to do to mess with people. Could be fun. So with that all out of the way, let's get out of here. and talk about what to do next. We don't have a two-handed sword, and we need to change that. So let's come over here to the guard. He will give you anything you want. So we're going to say, I want a two-handed weapon. I want a two-handed sword. He's going to give me a crappy one, but it's free. So we'll take it. You can tell him that you don't need anything and get some rep. That is also an option. So we got this more scythe. Its accuracy increase will be nice. A little bit of block chance and some stagger. It's not great, but we'll take it. Let's come down here. I don't like having these lockpicks, so we're going to get rid of those. We'll sell this map. And let's see here. We got splints, we got some food, we got some water. It's okay. I don't love it, but it's okay. We'll come up you. You're not going to have necessarily... Well, we have a warband. That's going to be harder for us to hit, so we're going to pass. Let's go ahead and take this crowbar. We'll sell these. We'll sell that. Which hurts a little bit, but that's okay. And then what I also would like to do is repair this, because it's not going to do me any good if it's already broken. One of my problems with Arna is the fact that she starts kind of already handicapped, because you have to... Maybe you don't have to, but you really should be spending some money to repair that gear right off the bat. Let's come down here. We're going to sell our shield. It's going to complain about the mayor or the elder, which is perfectly fair. Let's go ahead and put that in there for later. We're already optimistic. There's the vow of the feet kicking in already. Interesting. He doesn't like women, so we're going to ignore him. Alright, so I am going to go and get the new cape and new hat from the collective gear I have. I always forget to grab it, but I am excited to see this guy because the physical resistance and decreased fumble chance is always nice. And I don't see any shoes that really make me happy, so probably pass on that. What are you going to do? Blocking chance 3? That's actually not terrible. Getting low on gold. Put it in there. Put it in there. There we go. Okay. So let me run back to the inn real quick, and then we'll head out and start doing some things. Okay, so if you have paid for the supporter DLC just to help the devs out, you get this. Just hang out in chest already. I tell people that just because, like, where did you get that? It's really nice. It is pretty nice. It's not amazing. It's not going to break your game, but it is pretty nice. And then we'll go and sell these. Alright, let's go ahead and buy those. So we have a decent amount of money, but of course, I want some more. And I know who just to steal it from. We're going to be coming down here and going to this place. Discovering it will give us some experience, which will be nice. I plan to be at least a couple levels before we start doing a contract. So let's go down here and then probably down here and see what all we can find. I'm going to be real careful. Normally, I'm going to cut out travel just so we don't have to kill a lot of game time watching it. But since this is hardcore, and this will be the first fight I typically like to show in any first encounters I might have, not cut it out. Just so people can see, hey, this, I mean, they're the most, usually the most deadliest in the game. How do you start a fight at level 1 and, you know, not die? We'll pick up these guys, why not? We might drop them. Oh, it's an owl. It's like, what? I thought it was a bee's nest or something laying there. Okay, well, it doesn't seem like we really ran into any trouble here. So we should already be at this place. We get 57 experience, which is pretty nice because we're optimistic. And, you know, don't be fooled. Just because there's a guard here doesn't mean he actually cares. Let's go ahead and pick this guy. Watch, they added somebody in here and I didn't realize. Alright. We'll take these pelts. We'll take... Honestly, we'll take this apple too. Probably throw those out just to make the room. Fatty meat. No, we'll take this pelt. What do we have in here? Some cheese. Perfect. And I was not taking these antlers because I didn't know who to sell them to. I didn't think it was worth it, but I've recently been corrected. So we're going to take those. And I'm going to try to get back to town before it's late, so let me hop back up there. Just so I can get to people before they start closing. Okay, so here we are in town. We have some stolen goods on us. We're going to see if we can find this guy and sell it to him. The real thing is guards that will stop you for stolen goods will be the ones walking around town. If you see a stationary guard somewhere, you don't have to worry about them. Let's go ahead and sell this. Actually, he'll buy these too. Snap. He doesn't have that kind of money, but he will pay good money for the deer antlers, which is good to know. You could buy 2 of these, which wouldn't really be the end of the world. I'm afraid that everyone's going to close before I can get to them, and then I'm going to have to, like, wait with stolen goods around. Or worse, I'll get caught with them. And they'll, like, they don't stand next to you just to search you. They will, like, shout at you from a couple feet away. All right, so what do you got from sale? He will have the money for this, and he is paying better. So, there we go. We got away with it, and now we got a fair amount of money back, which is actually quite nice. Let's see, is there anything? I don't know if he'll still be open when we get there, but he might have a necklace for us or something. I didn't really pay attention earlier. He does have a copper chain. That's pretty terrible. Alright, well, we'll pass then. What I'm going to do then is head back down here. We're going to check out this place because that should be where we'll be able to get the plane and see what kind of trouble we can find. Give me a second, we'll get back down there since we know the road to the Huntsman Inn is at least safe. I'll cut that traveling out. Okay, I just left the Huntsman up there. Oh god, there's more places to see. That's really nice. So let's come down here. See if we run into anybody suspicious. It's really nice to have POIs around because we can get fat chunks of experience just for looking at them. And get some good levels in here before we start doing some stuff. And we'll see how this build goes. This is target object. Okay, good. I have never played two-handed swords, so I'm at a complete loss. There's a pig, which I'm not interested in fighting. So we saw over here 2 people. Well, there was 2 people. One of the things that's really important to learn to do in this game early is to learn how to pull. So let's come over here, shout just out of range. He's going to hear me and hopefully just pull 1, but not that pig. Good news, we did find the pig. Bad news, he's going to go fight the pig. Which isn't really the end of the world. I just wanted to kill him. Yeah, did you hear me? Dies. Alright, so this has made things, well, more complicated, right? Because, are you coming for me? No, he's just claiming the road. Which is, you know, that's fair. He earned it. Right. Interesting. Alright, so this is, well, pretty much what you don't want to have happen, right? You don't want to engage more people than you're trying to. We have some options. We could run. We could fight them in this tree line here, one by one. And that's what I'm going to try to do. He's got some range on us, though. So let's come up here. I'm going to seize the initiative. Not doing huge amounts. There you go. He wants to run, but he's bleeding. So he's not going to make it. He's not next to me, so I'm going to stand here, let these cooldowns come down. Just kite him a bit. Just to get my cooldowns back up. His cooldown is about to come back up too, so let's hop in here. He is wounded, which is very good. Hitting that arm decreases accuracy and things like that. He tried to run, but we cut him down. Alright. Hey, not a bad first engagement. And we didn't engage with the pig, so that's kind of all I care. Let's go and rest a little bit, get that health back. And then go check out our new cart here. Unless there's a 4th person, but that's pretty rare. It's usually 2 or 3, but usually 3. Get that for certain experience. Take these things. And avoid that pig on the way out. A little upset that pig got my experience, I'm not gonna lie. And I want to check out this spot. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use this elf. Just try to get as much health, max health back as I can. Now this could be anything, right? Could be a cave, could be camp, could be a hunting ground. Many other things. It's probably a camp. So let's be real careful about what we spot. Unfortunately, it's in a forest. Ooh, okay, it's a camp. Thought it was a cave for a second. Actually, it is a cave. That's very tempting to go into. It's 2 skulls. Okay, so maybe a little less tempting, but I'm happy we found it. Alright, well, easy experience. And we should be leveling up next time we spot something. And we also just now know where it is. We could clear it out and potentially get something really good, but even at 2 skulls, I think the chance of that's probably pretty low. Can't hear where anything is around us using any of our skills like examine surroundings there. I forgot what it was called. But if there's like a pig or a moose around the corner, usually you can hear them. Like that pig we heard earlier. Very interesting to find a cave right off the bat. If it was tier 1, we would have jumped in. Or maybe if this wasn't hardcore, but even still, probably not. What do we have up here? You come up in the corner of the screen from it looks like a hunting ground. With moose. Okay, that's close enough to see it, and we can say goodbye. Alright, so we did level. Here, let's go ahead and put this guy straight into agility. Immediately getting us some extra counter and decreased fumble will be quite nice. Going back to 2-handed swords. This passive probably isn't going to do much for us, however, a maneuver probably will. So, let's go ahead and pick that guy up. And we're kind of well on our way. Avoid said moose, and I'm gonna come up here and check out these places because sometimes I find really good stuff here. Then maybe just make a little bit of a loop here, just trying to get as much experience as I can. Go ahead and drink something that seems very reasonable. How hungry are we? Hungry enough to eat the bread. When in doubt, when traveling, if you find yourself dying a lot traveling, hug the corners of the map. It's just a little bit safer. Because things like that can't just immediately see you. And I have no real interest in fighting kind of 2 of them right now like that. Hello. We will take you. Alright, we'll just head straight up. There's something else there too. It could be another cave. You never know. Let's go ahead and take the spearmint. Perfect. Hopefully finding lots of caves this playthrough, because I was really disappointed in the Arcanist playthrough's cave situation. But, you know, that's how it goes, I guess. So this is the brew. We're just going to discover it, get the points in, and kind of keep mosing by. There's not really anything for us to do here right now except get in a fight and die. I'm just not super interested in that. Looks like a couple tiles just north of us here. And then we'll find a campsite. Kind of. It's a special campsite. But... and hopefully I'm not jinxing myself. Luckily, usually I find something really great there. So if I found like a nice piece of armor or a really nice 2-handed sword, that'd be pretty spectacular. But even if I just find something to sell, that'd still be pretty nice. Alright. Not to mention the lone farmstead does give us experience. Let's pop in here. There's some dice. We can sell that. Not for much, but it's something. Same with you. And here there's another note we can read for experience. This guy, it's 10 gold, okay. And pop this guy. Okay, nothing great, but that's a fair amount of money. That we can use to repair something, and that's free food, so that's hard to pass up. The only thing that takes metal right now would be you, so we'll hold off on using you. I'm not really disappointed, but not super thrilled about that either. The money's nice. Alright, so I'm going to kind of hug the same trail I went back just to see what this is. So, if anything comes up between now and then, I'll cut back in, but I'm going to try to save a little bit of time in this video. I don't want it to be super long, but I still want to be able to get a dungeon done today. Okay, we're just at that next tile there. It's all these eggs, so I want those. It's free food. That's a wolf. And he has spotted me. So, decent chance it seems like there's a wolf trail. Which I have no real interest in fighting any wolves. Let's see. I came straight down here. Should be around here then. Or it was just a random wolf. Which is usually not just one. Oh. Never mind, I'm in the wrong area. Check the map. Check the map, moron. You're in the wrong zone. Nope, that was just a random wolf. Okay, well, in the next zone, also known as the correct zone, here we are. And it's not... Very nice, very nice. It's not a forest, so we can very easily see what we're dealing with. We saw 2 people already. Once again, let's try to pull just one of them. We got him. Hopefully we don't have his friend with him. You're about to regret this. So he's going to stand here, and then I'm going to use my maneuver. And he goes down. Very nice. Nobody heard that. It's coming along, so let's get our cooldowns back up. Our energy replenished. Yelling does make you thirsty. That's no friendly face. Seize the initiative makes my attacks better, but it also makes their attacks worse, which is why I like to open with it. Let's go and take those crowns. And I'm expecting one more person around here. An archer, of course. They didn't take aim, which is kind of silly. Alright, so he has taken aim, but now he's moved. But he's still going to shoot. He's taken aim. Get him to move. Get him to spend a turn. That way he'll fire without having that buff, which greatly decreases his chance to hit. Like so. And eventually, he'll run out of arrows. Don't do that. That's what you don't want to do. Okay, now he's run out. We can engage him, and he's going to be a pretty big opponent. So, hit that a little too early. There we go. Very nice. Now it's our camp. And we got that, which isn't great, but it's something. And most importantly, we got a fair amount of experience. We killed 3 people, that's like 75. Plus we found this one. It's like another 50. We're not too far from level 3. Alright, I'm gonna come up here, hit this road, check out this guy, get the experience for discovering it, get the experience for discovering it, get the experience for discovering it. That's my plan. We should be, about that time, ready for a nice level up. Alright, we are approaching this camp. Not much for us here. We can buy and trade some things, sell some stuff for not great prices, but we are a little thirsty and they got free water, so that I will take them up on. Actually, let's go ahead and cook some food too, why not? Who the hell is she? Let me fry these eggs I found. And roast this one since it's an odd one out. And that tops off our food pretty well. Alright, what I'm going to do now is head south and go check out that mill. Right, here is the mill. Discover it, get some free experience. And then I'm going to look around for a key. There's a key to a shed that is randomly generated and could be a couple different spots. But if you find it, then you get a nice place to sit and sleep and save here, which will be useful for a little bit. Problem is, you just have to find it. Okay, we're running out of places for it. There it is, shed key. Perfect. Hold Alt and it will make it much easier to find anything that might be hiding in the grass. So, let's talk to this gentleman. It's his shed. Hey, I found this key. It says, great. Go use it. Anything in here that I might want to steal and eat? You're not cooked, so no. I'll go. And then here is the shed. Usually there's stuff in here too. Sure. Actually, these things aren't really things I want, but I'll take the leeches, I guess. Don't ask questions, just go with it. So we got the spearmint, we got this. Alright, let's head back to town and do some more things. We're not that far there, so I'm just going to kind of cut over. Actually, no, we're going to stop here first. I'm going to stop there first, and then we're going to go back to town. Alright, well, on the way I did find some beehives, which is actually pretty awesome. And I'm going to mark it on the map right here. Just right-click it, put a little treasure chest. That's how I know that there's something there. If it's my town, it's almost always a beehive. So I'll know there's beehives there if I want some. And we're not too far from whatever this POI down here is. I'm going to assume this one's a camp as well, but we don't know that. Just gotta be careful, and I swear, yep, it's a camp. I normally see lots of random enemies about, but not so much this time. Approach it slowly, so that way you make sure you don't pull too many people. Just go in there head first. And chances are you're going to pull more than you can chew off. Apparently I've decided to execute this man. He has missed. Nice open hit and a counter on him. And now he's bleeding. Very good. Get those cooldowns back. Some energy. Get our experience for the camp. Oh yeah, we're super close to leveling. One step back. He'll still hear me. Decreasing the range that, or the chance that somebody else right outside of range will hear him too. So when they spot you, like that, he makes a noise that somebody else can hear too. So you always want to lead him away a little bit. For a variety of reasons. Big cut there. And he's bleeding, so he should be done. And this should be our last guy. There should only ever really be 3. Very surprising. He actually has a sword that I want to, so. And there's our level. Very nice. Right. So, we can put some of these things in a purse. We can also just move this around. We'll take that with us. We don't need the shed key anymore. What do we have in this chest? It's the real question. Oh. Hey, not bad. Copper ring's not great. I wouldn't go on my way to buy it, but I'll take it for free. And that seems like it. Hey, this isn't a bad place to find it. Let's go ahead and take a nap. And since it's almost nighttime, everyone's gonna close soon. Let's go ahead and just get some good sleep. Skill-wise, I'll go ahead and take this. We're already getting a fair amount of counters. Plus, it'll kind of fill out this tree. There's probably something else I could take that would be maybe a little more useful, but that's okay. Up that agility, keep getting that counter rate up. And I want to go to town, turn in some stuff, as well as take our first job. So, I'll see you there. Okay. back in town here. Here, I have your plane. Go ahead and give him this guy. He'll give us some money and that, which apparently I'm going to throw on the floor. And that's kind of all I want from him. It's my inventory button. There we go. I'll take this. I'm just going to sell it. As for you, let's put you in there. Let's put you in there. Put you in there. Because I want to pick up this guy. Now, on us, we have... That guy just picked up a spearmint and a heal root. Heal root? Fleabort. There we go. Heal root. That's the wrong game. So we can ask him if he has any work. I know he wants those ingredients, so I'm just going to say, sure. And then immediately turn them into him. Two reasons I do this. One, it's an easy way to get those two things for free, but it also gives me some rep in town, which I very much want. So let's see. Let's go and sell some of this stuff. He will buy these ropes. Perfect. How my stuff looking? Pretty good actually. How about you? Anything here? You buy this? Perfect. And those nails, we'll sell it to him. That's fine. I can live with that choice. Let's hop in here. Sell him this beer. He'll pay the best price for it, so I can live with that. Won't buy this just because I want the diet morale. Could make something here. Probably wouldn't give me much diet morale. And I want to come up here just to drop off this sword. Well, this guy's missing, so he must have been kidnapped. We'll have to find him. I'll just use it now. It's a bit of a waste. That's okay. Bandages, splint, that, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. These won't go bad. We can turn them into a soup here. Which, yeah, you know what? I will do that. It's not much, but we can at least do that. Pour that into the pot, because it's not a soup unless you have water. Then, lentil soup. There you are. Perfect. We'll just eat it straight out of there. It'll give us a little bit of diet morale. And we're going to take our water back. Yeah, I'm going to sell you two, actually. And now that I think about it, I'll put stuff in there. I'll buy this. We'll buy these things. It's not much, but we'll take it, I guess. Another copper ring. Don't sleep on health restoration and healing efficiency, especially early game, but I feel like we'll just find one on our own accord. Yeah, I'll buy it. It's fine. It is really cheap, so. Alright, let's come up here and take our first job. What do you need help with? Captive emissary. Told you got captured. Okay, so we could ask him what should we expect, get some information, and even try to barter for more money. But there's a chance that we'll lose rep in doing so, which normally you don't care about, but right off the bat, I do. I want to be able to finish this contract and get to the next tier of reputation with them. And to do that, we're going to need kind of every bit we can get. So that's why we did this for the 100 rep. That's why I'm not going to try to argue him down. And that's why I'm going to try to get 3 swords to turn into the blacksmith, just so we can get there and then buy some better armor once that happens. So this place is northwest of us. We'll discover it, get some more experience, but once we go there too, we'll hop in. So since I've already kind of been this way, I'm just going to skip that travel. I don't think there's going to be anything exciting happening. Probably wouldn't hurt to get a net, but I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. There's a good chance we can get one for free too. So I will see you when we get out there. Okay, well here we are. Once again on the way out, I saw not a single enemy. Literally nothing happened. But we are approaching this place, and there's always 2 people outside. So let's slowly walk up here and try just to pull one of them. I think we could take 2 people, but really, why risk it? There's just no reason. it has to happen, then I'll deal with it when it comes, but... Get that up. Seize his initiative. Cut his arm open. We blocked it and countered from the sound of it. Yeah, he fumbled. Probably because I took his initiative. Or at least decent chance, that's why. And then we got a nice counter. Very, very good. And now he's dead. We didn't even take a single scratch. Where's your friend at? That guy. An axe guy. I really hate these guys. They're really not my favorite. He's going to stand here, use an ability, and I'm going to put this up. Just in the hopes that that helps him miss. Or whatever might be the case. When affected by parry, each blocked strike reduces skill's cooldown. Returns. And each counter grants 2 crit chance. Why did that not count? Yeah. Okay, whatever. I feel like that should have dropped to 2 and it didn't, but maybe I just wasn't paying the right amount of attention. Which is very possible. We are thirsty. There's nothing in there of real value, so we'll leave it be. We do have some food with us if we need to eat it, but we'll be okay. Always check. I've had plenty of times where there's a trap right here. I'm not saying... Ooh, very nice. I'm not saying that that's what I do every time, but I should. We don't know if there's anything over behind this door, right? I don't have the upgraded examine surroundings to listen. So rather than just kicking in this door and maybe seeing like 3 guys right here, let's open it from the side, where I still immediately see somebody. Perfect. And his friend. I think what I'm going to do is just pull back. See if we can get them to reset. If they do, great. If they don't, well, that's also fine. I still know I'm here. Okay. How can I best use my surroundings then? Here, block, block, block. Okay. Let's come down here. It's going to make it harder for him to get around me. Fortunately, I can't knock him into this trap or anything crazy like that. I'm hoping I can kill him before he can engage. So my cooldown's going to get back up. No bueno, that did not happen. That being said, I think we just tank him. Said, not the end of the world, just not exactly what you want either. Traps over here. Let's go ahead and check this guy. Nothing. Don't like you, so I'm gonna eat you. Just get rid of you. And it looks like I took a hit to the head, so let's throw that on there. And again, that was more what I had in mind. I'm sure there's not a trap, because there's almost always a trap. Interesting. I really thought we would have seen somebody by now. Let's see if we can make some noise. Having that break will produce noise. People might come out of that door. People might come that way. Like this guy. And we pulled him by himself. Alright. I'm not going to stand right there because I want him to have a nice line so he doesn't walk around me. So he's going to stand there, use his ability. So let's put up our guard. Looks like we... Oh, he hit me in the head. Ew, gross. He's in pain, and he's also dead. All right. Stop hitting me in the head, man. I really care for that. Ooh. I just like daggers. It's not a good dagger. I just like him. He's up here by himself. Interesting. Take those coins. No way to sneak in the side here and open it, so we're just gonna have to do what we can. He might be by himself. Let's go ahead and shout. No, no one's coming. Very nice crit. What's out? He actually has a fair amount of health left. There we go. We're gonna take that guy. Oh, there's his friend. He's gonna let him stand there. He's gonna use his ability. He fumbled, so we didn't take much damage. And now he's dead. That energy back. We'll get the rest as we walk and explore. More traps. Sure. Surprised that didn't fill me up. Okay. This could be a boss room. It is indeed a boss room. And there he is. Well, that's not really what you want to see happen. Got sudden lunge, which also really sucks. But one thing I could have done was attacked the door. Crap. And don't be like me. Don't do things like that. Use that to make some noise. And then draw them to the door. Okay. Can't pull bosses out. So we don't have to worry about that at least. However, we might be stuck having to fight all of them. Now we do have heroism, which is really nice. And it does get stacks of it the more people we see it. However, I don't want to go fight 3 people at a time. And there's no single doorways here to come kind of funnel them in through. That would be ideal. If there was a room here with a single doorway, I probably would have just funneled them in and just kind of let them have it. I don't know if that's really an option. Okay, it looks like they properly reset, or maybe I just pulled this one by himself. There's a second one. Oh, but that gives us a second stack of heroism, so. And I think we can kill this guy before he engages. Oh, not if he misses. There we go. Get these cooldowns back up. There we go. Ooh, his head went flying. Okay, so we didn't pull the boss out by himself and fought him, but we kind of did the next best thing in my opinion, which is killed his 2 friends without him. So now when we come up here, we should be able to solo the boss. Which of course is ideal. Why is the wine always gone? You know, this man's asking the real questions. Doesn't have a shirt, but he is asking the real questions. So once he gets here, pop that guy open. I'm gonna use this. He's probably gonna sudden lunge me. Nope, he tried to double stab me, which is actually really nice. But I expect he'll use this next, which will put me on cooldown. So let's get our abilities up before he does that. And if we can cut him in the arm, even better. Both arms, very nice. And his torso. Apparently we just swiped right in half, got all of them. And he's bleeding, so he's in a bad spot. In fact, he's gonna die next turn, whether I hit him or not. Let's make some noise. I'm gonna disarm this trap. We failed, but if I didn't, I would have got free experience. And failing it doesn't, you know, kill me, so. Wow, that's pretty terrible. That's some pretty terrible boss room treasure. Hope that's not setting the stage or the tone for the rest of the playthrough. Okay. Oh. Don't know what you're going to say about that, but we'll take this. Tomato. And we are thirsty. Let's go ahead. 3 days left on this. That's pretty nice. Shove that in there. Did somebody drop a second key? We're gonna need keys to let this guy out. I don't see any more, so. I feel like usually the boss drops one or has a good chance to. Interesting. Okay. A little surprised no one's in here. 10 gold, that's better than the, like, boss treasure. Not really, but kind of. Hey, that's not bad. Got some of those. Pass on that guy. Oh, yeah, sure, we'll use it. It's a little early, but that's okay. This one will open from the side. I expect to see somebody in here. There we go. Probably a friend, to be perfectly honest. No, okay. Right on the spine. Well, at least it was quick, buddy. That's about all I can offer you. Keep checking for traps. It's a silly way to go. Especially in a permadeath run. Oh, wait. He's only going to need 1 key, so we actually found it early. We'll come back for him, though. I don't want to get too excited there. Oh, don't pick that. What do you have in here? We have to manually lead him out now. So because of that, we'll even be... Come back for him once we clear the place. Alright, unfortunate. It's not really a funnel, but it's the next best thing, so... If we're lucky, we can dispatch him before he engages, just like that. And walk away our cooldowns. Get him. There we go. And now whatever isn't here is ours. Already have a splint. No, it would not hurt to have 2, but I'll leave it be for now. Yeah, this isn't bad. I don't think this is great, but it's better than nothing. And I'll definitely take those. Okay. Must have been on sale or something. Buy 2, get 1 or something. I don't know. Empty, empty, empty. Alright, well, we have not fully cleared everything that's come over here. And while I did pop this door open, I didn't kill anything inside of it, so... Well, the 2 people that came out I killed, but I imagine there's more dungeon. Okay. Well, this is an interesting situation. Let's pull back. Because I don't want that guy just taking shots at me like that. We're going to do this to block vision. He's going to be very wary of coming any closer. Because he doesn't want to get too close to me. This guy, on the other hand, is a different story. So, we'll fight him without him taking shots at us. That's my goal here. Now, he might be coming closer now that he doesn't have a friend to, like, hide behind. He should change weapons. There we go. Once he gets so close, he will change weapons. Cut off his finger. Probably doesn't need all of them. Certainly doesn't need any of them now, at least, so... Oh, nice. We found that pretty early. Are you worth anything? They upped the price for some of these things, so... I'm not sure what's really worth it anymore and what's not. So I had a pretty low bar, or a pretty high bar on what was worth it. Or other people were always like, why didn't you take this random piece of filth you just found? There's literally a dog turd in the ground. You could have sold that dog turd for 1 coin to the right vendor. Why didn't you take it? I'm like, oh my god. That's just not how I do things. I'm not the dog turd kind of guy, you know? Alright, same as before. We'll probably... It's not as many good places to block vision. Actually, you know what? We'll just go to this wall and do the same thing. There's a third person. That's not super exciting to see. No, I don't think there's a whole lot I can do about it now, so... Step in. He got me, damn. Advantage. At least he's gonna shoot his friend in the back. Until he doesn't. Nope, that's not what I want. Damn. Okay. Don't have any energy left to do anything. Alright. Ooh. That almost got me killed. I'm just gonna turn it back. I don't like this because normally it's a hold and see, but now it's toggle. That might sound really petty and stupid, but I can't stand it. It might sound petty and stupid because it is petty and stupid. But really, truly, I hate that it's a toggle thing instead of a hold. But I also hate picking up an arrow instead of moving and then almost dying. So it's like, what do you hate more then? I wasn't expecting to find a really nice two-handed sword in any of these, but it would have been cool. Okay, that would have saved me some money, but whatever. Alright, let's go back, pick up our friend, and we'll get out of here. Wrap this episode up. This has been a nice first episode. I'm really happy about it. Really excited to be doing permadeath. I think this is my redemption arc. I'm calling it now. Feel free to remind me of that in like 2 episodes when I die. And, I'm excited people are so excited to watch it. There's been a lot of people watching the older permadeaths, which I kind of feel bad about because they didn't really go that great. Spoilers. Follow me. So I want to do one that gets people really excited. And I hope this is it. Please don't step on that. Thank you. Okay, let's just ignore all of those. What are you doing? He can, like, quote-unquote, die, and then I will fail. So, let's not give him that chance. How hungry am I? Hungry enough to eat this? Perfect. Alright, let's get out of here. Head home. Wait, nope, I'm lying. Let's pick up those swords. Because I need them for that job. Now let's head home. Turn these in and see what kind of cool stuff we can find. Okay, well, here we are back in town. Let's go ahead and turn some of these things in. First off, I've got 3 swords for this man. So do you have any work for me? He says, yeah, I want 3 swords. For that, I have 3 swords. He says, great, gives me 150 gold and some rep. I also have other things to sell him. 25 gold? Hey, that's not bad. Go ahead and sell him this. 4 gold, that's kind of awful, but yeah, what are you going to do? What's a rep looking like? Not bad. We hopefully should be able to get 300 rep. No problem from turning this job in. Hey. Jeez, that's nothing. 30 for that, that's not bad. You have that. I put all my water in there, so we should be good. Let's go ahead and grab some water. How's our money looking? Not bad. And then lastly, let's sell these dice that I definitely don't want. Bandages. Hey, that's okay. So we're going to turn this into him. Normally I don't do that, but for the first job I like to, just because we get the most amount of rep with the town for turning it into him. And I want to get at least 300. So, got my contract. I'm all done. 500 gold is pretty nice, and we are at benevolence. So, We might have to wait a bit, but that should mean he's going to sell us some new stuff. And yeah, don't see it yet. And his prices are actually not that nice. So he'll restock there, it looks like, in 2 days, which means he just restocked, which is very unfortunate. But when he does, we'll be able to get some better gear, which will be nice, actually. So, I'm going to wrap up the episode here then. I want to thank everyone for coming by and being part of this series. I hope you guys are super excited about it. I sure as heck am, and I want to thank everyone for voting on what we're going to do next, because it's really fun. I really like inviting you guys to be a part of the process of what we do here. So thank you to everyone who voted. A special thank you to all my channel members. Of course, we're going to list them because that's just what we do. We have Lavender S, Red, The Reckless, Mark, Alec, I'm Kami, Legend63, Chidubim, Degenerate, Christian Pope, Geodeo, Prorado, Renato, Dane, Kyle Fouch, Adita, Twisted Soldier, Malad, a name in Korean I cannot read, Magic is way cool, Hassan, Engelman, Glock Daddy, Dunkel Paladin, Lovers, Kusado, Nitram, Great Soul, Babu Salt, Pokus, Nick Carpenter, Jacob E, Timmy, Koopo Nuts, Safi, Aussie Pagan, Haran, Yasil, Binary Star, Ray, Girl, Valhair, Help Plez, Mogungdom, Emilio Vincent, KM, Drew Michael, Shadia, Patrick Flynn, Maine, Gribbo, Zugbar, William Horn, Patrick Volk, Morgan P, Zexum, Nicholas Ricks, Tech Chidink, Rodrigo Padilla, Confined Poet, Blackwood Jedi, Ozak, Sabbath the Monster, Merlin Monstrosity, Magnus the Pious, and of course Trouble. Thank you guys so much for being channel members. Woo, that's a long list, and I absolutely love it, so thank you. Please take care of yourself, please stay safe, and I hope to see everybody again in the next episode. Bye-bye.